So, shout out to my nigga Trey. Boom! 2000s Lord. He did the same for the NBA. So I decided to put my little DeMarian spin on that bitch and do it for the WWE.
I get that money through Monday and Sunday. I get that money through.
In 2000, a top dog was gone. No more Stone Cold. Got ran down by the BBL demon. So who gonna take Stone Cold chain?
Why you tripping, Devo? Shut up, fucker, knock you.
Undertaker? No. Oh, yeah, there. But nah, Triple, hell nah. The only man that could do it was...
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
Niggas talk about swag, niggas talk about motion, niggas talk about aura, niggas talk about business. The Rock had all of it. If you hated The Rock in 2000, you're not a real human. I'm sorry. Crowd was going crazy in the palm of that nigga hands. The hose was wet.
Admit it, Lillian. You get wet. With perspiration.
Got the Royal Rumble win in January, even though it was a little controversial, but he made it to Mania. Hottest nigga on the roster. So you know he had to go to Mania, put belts at... Wait, he lost? To who?
1, 2, is this on?
Triple H was taken over as top heel that year. Had the second baddest bitch. Yes, the second baddest. A cold little group of white boys, but he couldn't break through the shadow. He couldn't have that one match that put that nigga on the map. That one rivalry, he couldn't just do it. Until he met Cactus Jack. Who on his 5th final run at this point, but he gotta give another nigga his start-defining match. You're gonna hear that a lot in this video. And Triple H gave him another match to give him a win and put him over.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, right. Nigga put twice on Mick, then fired him. What the fuck? Them were the only stars in the 2000s. Nah. We got the rise of 3 greatest teams in WWE. They had the best match at Mania 2000, but it wasn't even their best match. They had the best match at SummerSlam 2000, but it wasn't even their best match. How can niggas have all hits, no misses? But by the end of the year, niggas was waiting for one man to spin back. The one man that I ain't even talk about yet. Y'all know him. Y'all niggas, y'all love him too.
Kurt Angle. Call me Kurt Angle.
Yeah. The greatest rookie of all time in WWE. Had the Euro and IC title at Mania, and by October, my nigga had the big hits, man. Stop playing with him, boy. Know how Kurt Angle get. Oh, the return of Stone Cold. Stone Cold came back on all time, looking to get the gold back. And he got his chance in the one and only Armageddon match with 6 top stars. The Rock, Kurt Angle, Triple H, Stone Cold. The Undertaker, he was having a rough year that year, man. Nick came back from injury and didn't want to be the dead man no more, bro. He really just want to live. Y'all done fall down.
Oh, hell no.
And he came back and did nothing. Like, at all. Nigga was 7 foot taking L's from anybody handed him out. And the last man, the BBL demon, for Casey? Early 2000s, he had motion. But after that, this was not taken for him. But with Steve not able to get that belt in December, he had one chance to get it in the 2001 Rumble. 2001, now that was a year for WWE that was very, it's very odd because they going through a shift, but they can't get it right. But Royal Rumble was solid. Austin got his W in the greatest, most stacked Rumble of all time. Rock, he was in there. Taker, he was in there. Kane, he was in there. The badass Billy Gunn, he was in there. Drew Carey, that nigga was in there. Price is Right. And when Austin automatically getting his Mania match about winning the Rumble, all that stuff is who gonna be the champ by Mania, Rock or And Rock swept that nigga. Oh my God. Hey, niggas talk about sweeps. Hey, it was no chance Kurt was making it to Mania this year. And with that, it's only two of the greatest stars in WWF at the time. The greatest video package of all time. Greatest rivalry. Nah, it ain't the greatest rivalry, nigga. Beefing with Deborah. But it's all leading to some say it's the best Mania of all time. And I'm not mad at niggas who say that. The best TLC match. Lita jacking Edge off. The spear and damn near every highlight reel to Jeff. Boy, oh boy, Jeff Hardy in this match. Greatest triple-double I've ever seen. Devon was even going crazy. Matt and Bubba, though? They took that one spot. And Edge and Christian won it again. They re-owed the other brothers in every TLC. How did they do that? And my notes are saying that Satan himself and his son had a banger? Leading to the main event, two icons of the Attitude Era. Rock versus Austin 2. It was peak, nigga. Niggas forget that the top niggas is not only moving merch, not only having popularity, having goated status, they could wrestle classics. But the match ended with Austin selling his soul to the literal devil incarnate and the two-man power trip. I see WWF and tag team titles. These niggas was moving like Vaughn and T-Roy. And for the niggas that don't know who them is, I don't know. I just said it for the joke. Until Triple H tear his quad and he missed the rest of 2001, which is actually kind of good for him. Because after this is not a good year for WWF. They tried to do their own little WCW invasion. Nigga had Mark Jindrak, Chronic, a washed Mike Awesome, and Meat, aka Sean Stasiak. Yeah, that was not taken off the ground, bro. I'm sorry. But the invasion did do one little thing. It did one little thing. It brought in Booker T, the only nigga to get translated well from WCW to WWE. I mean, the nigga didn't have it easy. He was going through literal. But other than that, I don't know. WWF was pretty Lance Storm that year. But with the closing of ECW, hey, WWF got some demons. The realest one being
Card. Everybody's favorite wrestler, Rob Van Dam. Come on, everybody. Rob Van Dam! Rob Van Dam! The whole show.
nigga was so clean, Stephanie McMahon wanted to date him on screen. In 2001, Stephanie McMahon? Good lord. He a strong man for saying no. Nigga like me woulda. Chris Jericho became the first undisputed champion and did shit all with it. They made buddy Stephanie McMahon dog sitter, world champion, big gold belt, and WWF champion at the same time. By the way, like they was just waiting for a nigga to come back and take it off of him. The Rock was gone, making movies. The roster was overly bloated. Was everywhere. They needed to do something about 02 quick, because niggas was losing interest and losing it real quick. They needed a strong mindset. Nah, that ain't it. Some cruel hostility.
Trash.
How? That ain't it either. How? A hard force. No, hell no. John, what did they need, man?
Ruthless aggression.
2002, man, the greatest year God has given us, man. Yeah. My nigga Triple H, the game, returns from injury with the leather jean jacket, man. I know he was like, yeah, this shit gonna go crazy. Stone Cold and Triple H with the two favorites to win the Royal Rumble, because who the else was gonna win that bit? Naven? Triple H won that motherfucker after getting Kurt Angle up out of that. Stone Cold wasn't really f***ing with this year at all, bro.
It sucks.
While The Rock and Hogan were feuding with each other. And they had a classic match, I cannot lie.
I didn't watch that shit.
Brock Lesnar debut, he came in and beat up Al Snow, Spike Dudley. He came in hot. This nigga came in just mad as for no reason, beating the f at the Hardy Boys by himself.
On feet by himself.
The first ever draft happened this year. Stone Cold is a goddamn free agent on some Heath Slater. Like, how the fuck you draft Sean Stasiak before Stone Cold Steve Austin? Like, what? Okay, SmackDown got Rock, Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Hulk Hogan, Billy and Chuck, and Maven, Hurricane, yada. Raw got Undertaker, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, X-Pac, Kane, RVD, Booker T, Brock. Wait a minute. I don't know. Raw looking kind of ass. They split up the Dudley Boys. Bubba Ray on Raw, he didn't do absolutely shit. Reverend Devon was on SmackDown. Yeah, at least Devon had a goddamn character. Bubba still got the Dudley Boys attire on with the Dudley Boys theme, the Dudley Boys glasses, the Dudley Boy hat, the Dudley Boy everything. I'm still a Dudley. Fucking Dudley dumbass. That nigga sucks. The Outsiders stay on Raw, and I say the Outsiders because The Rock beat him in front of the millions, and I guess Hulk got to looking at himself different like, I'm black. Red and yellow. About this black shit. Let's see if you can beat a real American brother. And Hulk Hogan became the undisputed champion because he beat the King of Kings. How the fuck Edge beat Kurt Angle in the hair versus hair, giving Kurt Angle so much ore? So Stone Cold was supposed to fight Brock Lesnar for the qualifying match for the King of the Ring. Stone Cold said that and quit the whole company. Man, fuck WWE. But Brock Lesnar ended up winning the whole tournament, winning the whole King of the Ring. This is the year for big debuts. Like, they weren't big, but they were big because later on down the years and what they became. Like John Cena, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio.
Man, this ain't right. Hey, Ray. What the fuck? That little Ray.
Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin really get to do that much, but we know why. But yeah, this is where all the future WWE champions and the future Hall of Famers was born, man. John Cena, little fade ass debut, gave Kurt Angle that ruthless aggression, smacked his ass, and got beat up. And he almost got fired later on that year. But he didn't. He saved himself because he was back there freestyling with Rikishi. Stephanie was, John, like, you can rap? This is good. And, you know, the rest is history. 17-time world champion. Cody Rhodes. My nigga Shawn Michaels returns and he joined the NWO and he started kicking niggas out. He kicked Booker T out. Then NWO broke up and DX reunites. And Triple H said, "Hey, fuck you! Eat this! Pedigree!" to start their feud off. Also at SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar, for winning the King of the Ring, he going against The Rock for the undisputed title. They put a rocket on this man, Brock, bro. This nigga beat The Rock at SummerSlam for the undisputed title. Brock having one of the greatest rookie years ever, beating The Rock, and The Rock turned here to left to film something nobody probably seen. Brock go back to SmackDown with the belt, and Raw get the big overrated belt.
Get that nigga now. Get him, kill him.
And they just give it to Triple H because he the GOAT, for real. I would've did the same thing if I was Eric Bischoff. Just, hey, Triple H, come get it, bro. You deserve it.
Vaughn had so much love for people. Like, he just showed everybody love, period. You feel?
That was my brother, bro. Like, King Vaughn, like, he was like a brother.
3-Minute Warning had a debut, and that is one of the biggest missed opportunities. SmackDown get to doing some cool shit, starting a tag team tournament for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, with the finals being Edge and Ray versus Kurt and Benoit. Brock Lesnar and Undertaker have a goated Hell in a Cell match, which Brock Lesnar won. Crazy. How do you beat a nigga in his own match type your rookie year? And on Raw, Triple H got, what? It say Triple H had on a cane mask inside of a casket, skin a fake corpse.
Who made this burger, man?
But yeah, they have the Katie Vick feud, and you know, Triple H whooped that. Okay, Survivor Series time, and they having the first ever Elimination Chamber match, which, fun fact, Triple H invented by drawing on a napkin. This match got Shawn Michaels, Booker T, RVD, Y2J, Kane, and The Game. Bruh, I named straight legends. You cannot do that nowadays, because they gonna throw a Damian Priest or somebody in the match to f it all up, or LA Knight. Like, get the fuck. But Shawn Michaels ended up winning the match, winning the big gold belt and them boo-boo brown ass tights. That gear is fucking horrendous. But Big Show, of all people, is the first person to beat Brock Lesnar. Now let's talk about Paul Heyman for one split second. I don't know how anybody can trust this nigga, man. Like, did anybody hear what this nigga did in ECW? Like, you know, to the nigga's paycheck? Or hell nah? Like, oh, that guy just seems like a trustworthy guy. This nigga don't even got hair on the top of his head, but he got a ponytail. Bro, I wouldn't trust this nigga as far as I could throw him. Paul Heyman, man. But you know he gonna switch up and join the next nigga or go back to Brock. He don't do shit but get on the mic, Philly style, or whatever the fuck he from. I'm from ECW! Man, you don't wanna get no fight this. And speaking of Tommy Dreamer, I don't know what happened, but that nigga started just tweaking on Raw one night. He got the eating hot dogs off the ground. Undertaker came out that hoe, spinning a tobacco cup. This nigga Tommy Dreamer took the DeMarion, roll the footage! I can't believe this. That was pretty good. What was the gimmick? I'm just an average guy dressed as. Nigga been average since ECW. The women's division was not talking about Nathaniel. But yeah, 2002 was just it was a year for wrestling, bro. I cannot lie. Thank you, DeMarion, for letting me on here, man, once again. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe to DeMarion, man. He really be doing this shit for y'all. And if y'all really seen how hard he be going, y'all will understand he really love y'all and really love what he doing. So like and subscribe, bro. Big bro, out of here.
2003 was a year for evolution, literally, and the company too. The group and the company, my nigga. The group, Batista was just brolic. He didn't really do nothing yet, but the nigga was just big. Look at him. Look at this nigga dance. Randy Orton, clean as a bit. What can I say? Triple H ruining wrestling with his world title run and looking very racist while doing it, and Ric Flair being an old, disgusting pervert. The Reign of Terror was just Triple H burying niggas, especially Booker T.
Do a little dance for me, Book.
Hell no.
Come on, Book, dance.
Hell no.
Give me a towel.
I'm hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that. Stop saying that, bro. I'm sick of it.
He should have just caught him hard off. I wouldn't have been surprised. Then at Mania, he pinned him after a 40-second wait. He might as well just put his finger on him at that point. Brock Lesnar was still WWE Project on one of the greatest rookie runs, topping it with a Royal Rumble win and a Mania main event. Had the crowd behind him hot. I'm talking about the crowd loved Brock. So you know what they did? They turned him heel for the rest of the year.
Nah, that ain't it.
Yeah. That
Listen,
don't make
man.
sense. Do it. Kurt Angle was back on top for a little bit, having the undisputed belt, having Team Angle dripped in gold, looking clean as hell. Then WWE said, wait a second, these niggas are a little too clean, knocked the gold off of him, broke him up after Kurt broke his neck again, and made Shawn and Charlie Haas just the world's greatest tag team, and the name ain't telling lies, man. But this is the year where the old niggas leave. But before they go, they gotta see each other one more time. They gotta put this rivalry to bed. And one more match. That's all they need. Rock Austin 3, nigga, the current call. The last single match for Austin for like 21 years. And he lose. Rock finally beat Austin and ride into the sun. Oh, good God. Goldberg came through killing it, niggas. I'm serious. He was hitting niggas with spears every which way. All the way to SummerSlam, where he faced Triple H in an Elimination Chamber, where he finally win the go. No. He's supposed to win this match. He's supposed to win. And it wasn't for Triple H to hold the gold for long. The nigga lost it the next month. So what was the point of him losing?
I gotta kill that nigga, bro.
But on the SmackDown side, a youngin from West Newbury is making his way to the top.
Yeah, give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now.
2002 may have been the birth of Cena, but the year he was him was 2003 onward. His peak. Nigga came out to the ring weekly with a new freestyle. Most of them had the same punchline, but it was always hard. His fits, clean. His theme, clean. Overall, the nigga was just clean. And he even had a black scent.
Red bling bling whatever. What the hell is bling bling?
But for the mid-card that year, it was pretty solid. Matt Hardy V1 gimmick going crazy. Rey Mysterio going great after a strong 0-2. And the first ever WWE US champion, my nigga.
Untouchable.
This is his year. This is the year they finally started taking Eddie serious. After being a tag guy for the majority of 0-2, they turned him heel. But the crowd loved him too much. Nigga turned babyface the next month. This is what he did for his heel turn, by the way. And niggas still cheered for him. Nigga, that's called motion. But after years of being a joke, for the last year being a running gag, Katie Vick, anybody? Kane finally took off his mask and shook niggas to the core. It's me. I'm niggas. He was finally reaching a demon level once again, even though his cut was
I'll be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all.
His cut was a little butt, but he killed Undertaker. Burned JR LeContre. Was whooping on Shane, whooping on Linda. Hey, somebody get Vince, nigga. We killing McMahon's down here. You said Vince is doing what? Was wrestling who?
Oh, hell no.
Hogan came back for a check, then left doing no. Besides being a racist. But towards the end of 03, Shawn Michaels and Triple H would still be fighting for the title. Nigga. They've been doing it since 2002. A calendar year has passed. Triple H has buried Goldberg again. Buried Kane. Yes, he buried Kane again. It's no possible way. It's no logical way that them niggas is still fighting in 2004. Right? In 2004, niggas was still beefing. They went all the way to WrestleMania with it until one man saved us from the eternal feud. Eddie Guerrero beat Brock Lesnar at No Way Out in one of the best performances I've seen in my life. And Brock Lesnar went on to WrestleMania to have one of the worst performances I've seen in my life. And then had the audacity to leave the company after. How do you put on a shirt and just comfortably leave, my nigga? That's your legacy.
Right now, I have to think about something.
Went from a beer drinking fool to a nigga on Wall Street. In a span of a week, Bradshaw became JBL, kicking Mexicans out the country, causing Eddie Guerrero mama a heart attack, winning the chip off of Eddie after 2 gold-tit matches. The mid-card that year was pretty solid. My nigga Sean Benjamin hooping crazy, like he always do. John Cena holding the U.S. title until...
It's just flavor when I smoke. How the fuck you getting high with 4 heads on the floor?
Until a GOAT come and put him down for the count. 1, 2, 3. My nigga Carlito did it on his first day. Randy Orton beat that third guy in that WrestleMania match at SummerSlam to become the youngest WWE World Champion.
Sick of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that. He got.
And Triple H, the selfish prick, beat him for the belt at Unforgiven. So we in for another Triple H title run. Hope y'all ain't tired of it. We got Eugene, a man who pretended to have special needs. Yes, this is real. Nick Dinsmore, man with no special needs, played someone with special needs. And it was a very odd run.
Zip.
Middle fingers on 6, dirty land, dirty stick, bad bitches getting hit.
Yes, sir. One of the most entertaining years in WWE. 2005. It's actually one of my favorite years. This year had some good pay-per-views, some good moments, some great matches, a couple of funky ones too. First things first, we gotta talk about the spot with HBK and Shelton Benjamin. I've always been thinking to myself,
What the fuck was Shelton going for?
what move was he really trying to do? Where was he going with this move? And he kinda stupid for doing that, cause you know when Shawn Michaels is on his feet and he got his body turned to the side, just know if you facing his side, he's kicking you. He be fiending and kicking for no reason. Forget that Hickenbottom do this kicking shit for the love of the game?
Niggas think I'm fighting to save the day, but really, I just like to fight.
Shawn Michaels was low-key on timing. There was some feuds this year that was like pretty good. And then you had that one feud where I was just like, please, like, make it stop. It should have been over after a certain pay-per-view. And that feud is no other than these niggas. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, specifically to elderly people. The following content contains an intense, hardcore, violent. If you've experienced any discomfort, emotional distress, or physical symptoms while viewing, please stop immediately and seek assistance if needed. Bro, that feud lasted damn near the whole year. That started Mania to SummerSlam, random SmackDown, Survivor Series, Armageddon. Like, what the fuck, bro? Don't get me wrong, that feud was heat. I don't know why they kept that shit going for the whole 2005. Actually, I know why they kept it going. Because Shawn Michaels and Billy Graham piping Randy head up. They caused all that trouble. All they really did was tell him to get his WrestleMania opportunity. This nigga went to go do that and slap Undertaker. Speaking of weak ass matches, this one, I booked that shit. This one, and this one. Bro, is that shit real? Vince, I would like to ask you, why were you booking this that much? I ain't gonna lie, whoever came up with the Money in the Bank, oh, you was in your bag. I ain't gonna hold you. When the Money in the Bank first started, we had some good winners. 05, 06, 07. Try that again. 07, 08. 09, and that'll be it. But anywho, this wouldn't be 2005 if I wouldn't talk about the moment that had everybody on the edge of their seats with their feet on the mat. W joke? He cheated on this nigga with this nigga, and those two niggas were friends. They didn't saw nothing but dollar signs. This was a real life situation. Vince is not real. Do you know how many situations he saw that happened in real life? And he thought about nothing but money.
Vaughn was rich. He had money, Cam. Von was still robbing people. How are you rich and you're robbing people?
And what makes it all bad, he really had Matt Hardy looking like a sorry nigga that whole feud. Whole time, Matt was really winning in my eyes. Matt was winning that whole feud in my eyes. Yeah, bro might have got his bitch took, but he was actually throwing hands. Edge wasn't on shit. Matt was just crashing out. He was crashing out on the radio show, talking shit about Lita. He was just clowning. He was on timing, bro. She used to troll him. She would ask him, how does it feel knowing that you would never get a piece of that again? I ain't gonna lie, I actually feel like that was one of the only times that niggas was rooting for Matt. And then later on down the line, they had a street fight. But in my eyes, shit, Matt won in my book, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause I just feel like Edge was just weak, that whole feud. If you really think Edge won that feud, besides him getting Lita, then you're kind of delusional.
2006 was a year for this company, but it had some bright spots. John Cena came in on New Year's Revolution with some Superman types. Wanted to keep his belt safe from Carlito, Chris Masters, Kane, and...
I just popped up.
Yeah. Demon home, nigga. But Cena somehow survived these Kage level niggas. But after the match, cashed in his money in the bank and beat Cena, only to lose it by the Rumble. Yikes. And in the Royal Rumble match, Rey Mysterio won it from the #1 spot. The first nigga to ever do that. He went to WrestleMania and became the World Heavyweight Champion after facing Kurt Angle. He beat a peak Kurt Angle and Randy Orton at WrestleMania for the title and for Eddie Guerrero. Viva la raza, baby. Viva la raza. The mid-card was dog SmackDown. They had niggas like Heidenreich still running around. Animal was getting a singles run. Tatanka was there for some reason. But they had the GOAT. They had the MVP, Montel Vontavious Porter. Shout out to my nigga Montel. Yeah, it was amazing. RVD became Mr. Money in the Bank and bought back ECW. Not just for a one-night stand, but as a whole company. And guess what? Rob Van Dam, you hold those people. You hold all those people. You had niggas like the Zombie, Balls Mahoney, Big Show, Sandman, Balls Mahoney, Balls Mahoney, Balls Mahoney. Get that out of my face. Also in 2006, we just had a whole bunch of old niggas coming out the woodworks for no reason. The GOAT Squad went against Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Ron Simmons, Dusty Rhodes, and another old nigga. So the only two that could put him down are two demonic forces. Randy Orton and Edge, rated RKO. They was putting down DX, Ric Flair. They was putting down everybody.
RKO's retirement service. If you're a legend of this business, want to give these guys a call right now. Ric Flair and Triple H love their times at this retirement service. So call 1-800-RKO.
And it was leading into 2007. It could be a great year for WWE.
Here's the really scary part. No one's seen Benoit since last week's match. And I've got no idea what's going through Benoit's head. Good luck, player. You're gonna need it.
Well, damn. Besides that, 2007 was not a great year at all. Injuries were hitting the WWE like a black plague. Steroids cases was hitting numerous niggas. But it didn't stop them from having a peak WrestleMania season. Royal Rumble 2007, Umaga and John Cena met in what may be Umaga's peak in WWE. And we only a year in his run. Not looking too good for the rest. Rumble 2007 may go down as a top 5 Rumble. Final 4 in the Rumble to the Clinic Taker and HBK had? Nigga, stop playing. To Taker winning and punting his ticket to Mania against Batista in what a top 3 street match in my opinion. And HBK going to face John Cena and I don't with you contest. And the Money in the Bank was given to Mr. I almost had a run, Kennedy, who said he was going to be holding it to Mania 24 and lost it the next month to Edge. Hey, every time he almost right there. He almost had another run in 2007, but guess what? Dumbass niggas got on steroids. Edge became the first nigga to become a 2-time Money in the Bank holder and cashed in on Taker, starting a forever rivalry.
And the next day, 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 and the next day.
Phone call, Mr. Plankton.
And the next day.
But held it for like a couple weeks until he got injured. And the greatest Khali got the belt. Good Lord.
That money, Cam. How are you rich and you're robbing people?
Get that nigga now. Get him, kill him.
At least Raw was going crazy from Backlash 2007. With Cena getting the belt. We run the 2000s, nigga. Fuck is the HBK. Fuck is the Triple H, nigga. C-Nation, nigga. Chain Gang, nigga. Been rapping since I was born, nigga. Sorry. Jeff was holding the IC belt until Umaga gave him move your hand. And Umaga dropped the belt to... He dropped the belt to Santino Marella. Yeah. Umaga.
Get that nigga now.
Umaga. Get that nigga now. Let me repeat this. Umaga lost the belt to Santino Marella. ECW was looking very hold because the day roster got cut like in half. Why the fuck was Sandman dropped it to Raw? Bitch, you an Extreme alumni. In the mid card, you know.
That nigga now. Get him, kill him.
Fuck Lance Cage.
Fuck is you talking about? What the fuck was that?
But the tag division, that was kinda cool.
I'ma star forever, boy. No, that's not the enemy. I'ma star forever, boy. No, that's not the enemy, boy. I'ma star forever, boy. No, that's not the enemy. How you go to...
It was like 3 good teams, I'm not gonna lie, but hey, those 3 teams, they mean a lot to me, man. Other than that, 2000 was kind of a weird year for WWE. A lot of they niggas was lost to TNA. They didn't want to push no one else besides Cena, earning his 3rd MVP for the company. Young stars who was supposed to be top niggas already were somehow already washed. Randy ended the year off winning a belt in a match where he lost to Triple H at the beginning of the night, but he beat him at the end of the night for the shit not adding up. 1 + 1 not equaling 2. And this is what's leading into 2008. I don't know, it ain't looking like a good year. 2008 may be the most mean WWE year. 08 roster was stacked. 08 Hardy was crazy. And they may be memes. But my nigga, they are not lies. I can run down this whole infamous picture right here because them are the stars. Batista was still over by the Royal Rumble after almost not doing nothing to note by the end of 2007. Being a fan favorite to win the most stacked Royal Rumble. At Mania, he had a match against... Umaga, it was trash. Umaga, your stocks are plummeting, my nigga. Get out, quick. After Mania, he had a small little feud with Shawn Michaels. At SummerSlam, he beat John Cena. He quote unquote broke his neck. And hey, he had some good stories for a roster this big. Ric Flair, I don't know why he there, nigga. He was under there like 3 months. Then Shawn Michaels gave him the best match of his life. And then he retired. Nope, he never wrestled nowhere else. No, he did not wrestle in 2022. No, he did not wrestle in TNA. I don't know what you're talking about. Shawn Michaels, I call this his 3rd prime. Because after a week 2007, the nigga showed out. He was 41, moving like there was no tomorrow, giving niggas match of the night at almost every pay-per-view. His feud with Chris Jericho, bang! His feud with Batista, banger! That nigga could have feuded with me, nigga. Guess what it would have been? Yes. Shit! Nigga, I don't know how to wrestle. Triple H, I don't like Triple H. So guess what? It was a meh year. He won a title at Backlash. He went to win the only championship scramble match. But he was fighting niggas like Brian Kendrick. And I fuck with Brian Kendrick. But WWE champion Brian Kendrick? That would never happen. Hell no. I didn't... You got me, alright? He won. He won the belt for like a couple seconds. He went to SummerSlam and fought...
Oh my God.
He went to SummerSlam. He fought Great Khali for the world title. Who on earth is watching this match? Go to the next nigga, bro. Rey Mysterio. Man, I thought I had a lot more to say about Rey in here, but this nigga just lost. He was a loser, low-key. He lost to Edge, didn't make it to Mania at all, and had a stinky little feud with Kane. Kane in 2008. Somebody take that trash out. Big Show had one of the weirdest 2008s ever, and probably one of the weirdest careers too. He faced Floyd Mayweather at WrestleMania, and they both had match of the night. And after that, he got nothing. Went to feud with Undertaker, but that's just a long way of saying NyQuil, my nigga. I'm not watching that. MVP is only on this picture for representation purposes. They him. He was not like that in 2008. They just picked the only nigga they could find on the roster at the time, bro. Like, Booker T was already gone. They said, wait, we need a black. Montel, come here. CM Punk was the Money in the Bank winner, but he's not even on this picture, so I'm gonna talk about him anyway. Money in the Bank winner, and world champion for a solid few months. The reign though, like that first reign stunk. And what made it even worse is he lost his belt via a punt kick before he could even make it to the match. But it's 5 men on this poster who have a case for MVP of that year. John Cena returned at the 2008 Royal Rumble at 30. Won the whole thing. Cashed his Royal Rumble win in at No Way Out against Randy Orton. And he lost. Went to Mania in a triple threat and lost again. Oh no. Went against Triple H. Lost. Oh, good God, he was a...
No, not Blanco.
The Lieutenant Chain was a loser. Did he get any wins after returning to the Royal Rumble with 40% left on his left shoulder meat? Yeah. Survivor Series 2008, after losing and getting his neck broke, he finally beat Chris Jericho. C-Nation, we did it again. And Chris Jericho also had a strong case for MVP. Oh man, that heel turn for Jericho in 2008 was needed bad. He came back in 07 as a face, and Chris Jericho as a face is never, ever, ever good. So when he threw HBK in at Jumbotron 6.00000, we were so back. The rivalry for Jericho title, the ladder match, the unsanctioned match. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. A generational heel turn, but he was not a generational heel like... Yeah, Orton was like that. Nigga was beating everybody. Jeff Hardy. John Cena. He slapped the ref, but lost to Triple H ending his title reign.
Swear to God.
Can't have around this nigga Triple H. I'm tired of hearing that nigga name.
Vaughn was still robbing people.
But when he lost the belt, a demonic life force was born. His head was getting skinnier. He was cutting his hair skint bald. He was becoming built like an actual snake. But that transformation ain't done in 2009. So hey, wrap it up. Close the edit down. We're not doing it. We're not showing the edit yet. 2009. That's the next chapter. Edge 2008 was very strong. He was going crazy, spinning Ray out the air at the Rumble, almost being Taker at Mania. Was supposed to be Taker at Mania, but Edge said no. Edge was already most hated. If he won at Mania, niggas may have found his address and killed him. But they rivalry went on to SummerSlam, and Edge died. Yeah, he died at SummerSlam. And he wouldn't get his title back, or a title match until Survivor Series, interrupting another boring Triple H match. Vladimir Kozlov versus Triple H. These niggas putting on Nightfield back. What the fuck? Watching Triple H versus... Breathe.
Get that nigga now. Get him, kill him.
And last but not least, it's Mr. 2008 himself. It's Mr. Biggie and Obama, nigga. 2008 was his year. He was hooping on Raw in the beginning of the year, killed it against Orton at the Rumble, carried the Chamber at No Way Out, all to miss Mania because of drugs. Come on, Jeff, you know better, man. And won't really do nothing until he went to feud with Triple H for the WWE Championship. Let's count how many matches it took for Jeff to finally get a win, shall we? He didn't win at No Mercy. He lost the championship scramble, but lucky for Jeff, he got it at Armageddon! Well, he finally got a break, finally got off them drugs long enough to become the WWE champion, only for the run to last 1 month. I fucking hate Matt Hardy. Nigga helped a man who was cracking his bitch 4 years prior. But 2009 was the year for the heel. And if you was a face, you better get out the way and get out the way quick. Jericho was beating on old niggas. Edge and Big Show was terrorizing John Cena. JBL had HBK by the nut because the nigga went broke. Nigga alert. He was going crazy all 2008 and he somehow went broke the next year? What is Vince paying y'all niggas in? Peanuts? Nigga, you was just at Mania. Did you retire Ric Flair for a fucking Coca-Cola and that's it? And CM Punk after getting for most of his WWE career, they finally let him become the prick of the century after Jeff won his world title again after a feud with Edge. Amazing feud, by the way. CM Punk cashed in on him and acted like he did no wrong. And go, how dare they say you did? You did the same thing to Edge last year and niggas was cheering. This feud led Punk to becoming a straight edge society leader, and that's peak CM Punk. His title runs were short, but my God, they were something. Until they peeped he was too clean as champ and had Undertaker beat him in an embarrassing fashion at Hell in a Cell. Dead serious. Fuck the Undertaker, bruh. But before I get off Punk, he did something that no man should have been allowed to do. He beat Jeff Hardy out of a job. But the transformation is complete. The nice kid in 2004, the bad bitch in 2005, the lunatic in 2006, the cheater in 2007, the asshole in 2008 has become the demon in 2009. DDT and Stephanie, kicking Vince in the head, kissing Steph unconscious body, beating Shane ass. The whole McMahon family was getting beat down. Let me go grab a fucking rib or something. He won the Rumble. All that's left is to play the game.
Get that nigga now. Get him, kill him.
And what a guess. He loses to Triple H in a 25-minute stinker. Like, how do niggas hate John Cena when this is the nigga y'all should be mad at? They sold the easiest layup. You somehow airball the easiest layup. One of the greatest heels in that year. And you sell it. But Orton eventually got the belt. And he lost it to Batista. Orton had a group of niggas to always help him, by the way. Just so y'all know, niggas are as useful as the Z-Fighter. Orton would finally get the belt back and have a decent run before John Cena beat him for it. Cut the cameras. Yo, cut my mic, cut the cameras. We're done. We're done. We're done. And then Sheamus, wow, what a way to end off a pretty decent year. Y'all somehow shit the bed at the end. And special guest Raw, how could I forget? Jackie O Mondays, anybody? What about Drew Carey, huh? Flavor Flav?
You gotta get out my truck.
Yeah, I'm out. More of the story. And my nigga True Colors, aka TKO. Go follow them niggas on Instagram, man. Hope you liked the vid. Wanted to do some WWE content. Shout out to my nigga Trey. Shout out to my nigga. And shout out to the Marion. You know what I'm saying? Great fucking guy. If you like the video, make sure you like it. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like it. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like it. Make sure you comment. Did you get in your head at that point? And with that being said, say it loud. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Right.